for the shipping. Yes, your dog's food is dead food, but you can bring it back to life with Rough Greens. Go to ruffgreens.com.
Meteorologists expect a powerful cyclone to intensify before it slams into Australia's northwest coast.
Cyclone Ilsa is heading towards the sparsely populated Pilbara coast in Western Australia, where extreme weather is common, yet fatalities are rare. However, authorities fear that Cyclone Ilsa's extraordinary wind speeds could take some in its path by surprise. Port Hedland Visitor Information Centre Manager Julie Arif says she's not taking any chances.
For me, anything above a Category 3 is cause for concern, and that really everyone should take it very, very seriously.
Cyclone Ilsa is expected to bring winds gusting at more than 170 miles per hour, according to weather experts. The last Category 5 storm to cross the Australian coast was Cyclone Yasi in 2011. I'm Karen Chamas.
Germany's foreign minister arriving in China for official talks, Taiwan among items on the agenda. News and analysis at townhall.com. A controversial wetlands law has been shelved for now.
A federal judge has temporarily blocked a federal rule in 24 states that environmentalists say is intended to protect thousands of small streams, wetlands, and other waterways, and what farmers and ranchers call an unfair rule and burden. U.S. District Judge Daniel L. Hovland in Bismarck, North Dakota on Wednesday halted the regulations from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers pending the outcome of a lawsuit filed by the 24 states. The regulations define which waters of the United States are protected by the Clean Water Act. Keith Peters reporting.
Part of what some describe as a new axis of evil consisting of Russia, China, and Iran, North Korea has conducted its first intercontinental ballistic missile launch in a month. South Korea says the North may have tested a new type of more mobile, harder-to-detect weapons system. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition free, Jackson Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
CWA Development is a reliable and experienced company that provides a wide range of maintenance, restoration, and renovation services for both commercial and residential customers. Fire and water damage restoration, plumbing, drywall insulation and repair, gutter and roof cleaning, power washing, fence and deck repairs, and a whole lot more. CWA Development. They emphasize their commitment to customer satisfaction through integrity and excellence. Licensed and insured for their work. CWA Development are available for calls Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays for emergencies. CWA has a combined experience of over 80 years, commercial and residential maintenance, as well as restoration and renovation. CWA strives for your satisfaction with service focused on integrity and excellence. Call CWA today at 731-503-9598. Call CWA today, 731-503-9598. CWA Development.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
News Talk 96.5 FM weather, presented by Dustin Ring. Dustin buys houses fast for cash. Call Dustin today, 731-200-8255. 1362. Thursday brings mostly cloudy skies with highs in the low 70s. East winds 10 to 15. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows in the mid 50s. Dustin buys houses fast for cash. DustinBuys.com. For weather 24/7, visit newstalk965.com.
96.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Daybreak 6:11 on this Thursday morning. You know, I thought yesterday was Thursday all day long. I've been so discombobulated. But today is Thursday.
You were excited yesterday.
Yeah, a little eager, I think. But today is Thursday, or as we call it around here, Friday Eve.
Thank you.
Friday Eve.
Wake up.
Greg Wood, G-Unit in the studio with you here in Midtown Jackson, the Gene Langley Ford Studios. Thanks for being with us on this Thursday, the 13th day of April. You done your taxes yet? I'm doing mine tonight. It'll take me about 15 minutes. That's what I've allotted for it. It won't take me any time. A quick copy and paste job, send, done.
That's it.
I don't know why I wait to the last minute to do this.
I do the same thing.
I don't know why I do that, but I always have. I've had to file an extension once. Have you ever filed an extension?
Yeah, about every year.
Yeah. I did. I had to do it once several years ago. I just kept putting it off and kept putting it off. But I still haven't done them this year, but I'll get them done tonight. I've already marked it down, set aside 15 minutes to get my taxes done. Because they're due Monday.
My accountant hates me because I file an extension. It means there's more work for them.
Yep.
6 months from now.
Yep.
And,
so what, that pushes it back to what, October?
Yeah, something
October,
like that. Yeah.
And then you wait till the last minute then too.
Yes.
It's the middle of October. You're like, taxes.
It drives them crazy. Yes.
Well, you've got till Monday at midnight to get it done. So no rush, man. Don't worry about it. We got some cloudy skies out there right now, and we'll continue to see that throughout the day today. 30% chance of showers at some point today. It'll be mainly early afternoon, they say. Mostly cloudy, otherwise look for a high near 73 degrees. Tonight, slight chance of showers continuing between 8 and 11, something like that, before midnight. Mostly cloudy, low around 55. And tomorrow, Friday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Afternoon, showers afterwards following, possibly partly sunny tomorrow with a high near 73. What about the weekend? Saturday, slight chance of showers. Afternoon, mostly sunny. Look for a high near 81. Warms up on Saturday.
We'll take that, yeah.
And then Sunday, mostly cloudy, then becoming sunny later on in the day with a high near 62. Wow, that's a big change. Between Saturday and Sunday, that's a 20-degree swing.
20-degree difference.
Between Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. And then back to work Monday, sunny skies, a high near 68. So that's where we start things off on this Thursday. Fair skies 45 officially at the airport this morning. And we're looking at 51 at the Gene Langley Ford Studios in Midtown. Again, I don't understand that discrepancy.
It doesn't feel like it's 45 degrees outside. It
No,
feels
it
like
does
it's
not.
a little bit warmer than that.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing.
Well, it's 45 at the airport. I don't know what they're doing out there. I guess they left the door open. Dogs are in there running around everywhere at the airport.
Yeah, dogs are walking in their place too. Just, hey, how y'all doing?
I need a flight to the beach. Get me out of here. 45 at the airport, 51 here in Midtown.
Just glad they're not walking in my house again today.
Did you close the door?
Again yesterday.
Did you close the door?
No, I had the doors open, but the dogs knew, hey,
back.
listen, this is no place.
We're not welcome.
I'm telling you. This is the most bizarre thing ever. She and I were just kind of working inside the house, and two dogs just walked in. It's crazy. And the HOA,
those dogs.
the HOA of the trailer park that I live in was like, "Are those yours dogs?" No, sorry.
Oh gosh. 80 years ago today, as we look back, 1943, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt dedicated the Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
Now, it doesn't seem like that the Jefferson Memorial is that young. We think about those monuments like they've always been there.
Right.
Because we've seen them on the news and movies and television our whole lives, and they're on our money. So we're accustomed to seeing those monuments, those buildings, and to think that they've only been around. Well, the Jefferson Memorial is relatively new compared to other monuments in the Capitol. But 1943, it was dedicated, and you just think about they've always been there, but they haven't. So the Jefferson Memorial, which is my favorite one in the Capitol. I love the Jefferson Memorial. Dedicated this date, 1943.
So it made me wonder how old the Lincoln Memorial is.
It was dedicated back in the 20s, I believe.
1922.
Yeah.
So it is currently 101 years old.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of when they were constructing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they made photos of it, and you're like, that wasn't always there.
Right.
You know, you think of it kind of like the pyramids. They've always been there.
Yeah.
But they haven't. 1964 on this date, 59 years ago, Sidney Poitier became the first black man to receive a Best Acting Oscar for Lilies of the Field.
Yep.
That was in 1964. The Beatles won a Grammy for Best New Artist and Best Performance by a Vocal Group at the 1965 Grammy Awards for A Hard Day's Night. That year's 1965, that year's Best Instrumental Performance was the Pink Panther theme.
Been a hard day's night, and we are working like some dogs.
58 years ago. Let's see. Pete Rose smacked his 4,000th hit this date in 1984. The only player with more was Ty Cobb, who had 4,191. Rose would go on to eventually beat that mark as well. He would finish his career with 4,256 hits. And he's still not in the Hall of Fame. He is, however, in the World Wrestling, the WWE Hall of Fame. I didn't know that.
He is, yeah.
For what?
I think Stone Cold Steve Austin gave him a pile driver.
Pete Rose?
Yes. I think. But he interjected himself in a few matches.
I don't remember that at all.
And for that, he's now in the WWE Hall of Fame.
By the way, Pete Rose turns 82 tomorrow.
Hey, I wonder.
82.
I wonder if old Pistol Pete's going to show up tonight. Because you know what tonight is.
Pistol Pete? Well, Pistol Pete played basketball.
I'm just calling him Pistol Pete Rose. Just work with me.
Okay.
I wonder if Pete,
I was confused.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're correct. Pistol Pete did. Pete Maravich did play basketball. I wonder if Pete Rose is going to show up tonight.
Where?
To the thing that we've been talking about for the last 5 years.
Oh my gosh! Is that tonight?
It's tonight.
Finally! Woo! Oh! Let the clouds roll back. Blow the trumpet sound. It's happening.
Man.
I'm really stoked now. That just made my day. Holy cow. Now, we'll talk about that. Man. Thank goodness.
Yep.
1994 on this date, Billy Joel officially separated from Christy Brinkley. 1997 on this date, Tiger Woods became the youngest golfer to win the Masters. He was 21 years old. Barry Bonds hit his 661st home run this date back in 2004, passing Willie Mays to take third place on the lifetime list. Bonds now, however, is the all-time leader with 762 homers. Let's see.
How old were you when Hank Aaron hit his, I believe it's 743, 740?
What year was that?
Let me see.
I was probably like 2. I don't know what year that was, so you'll have to tell me that.
It was 715.
715.
That was April 8th, 1974.
That was
off
2.
of
That was 2.
An L.A. Dodger pitcher. Thank you.
I don't know who that is either. I was 2.
You don't know who the L.A. Dodgers are?
I do, but I don't know who the pitcher was that
His name
Hank
is
Aaron.
Al Downing. And Hammerin' Hank knocked it right out of the ballpark at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium.
No, I was not watching that day.
you were too. I remember watching it, and our whole family just came unhinged.
Really?
Yes. We were happy.
It was a big moment.
It was.
A historic moment.
Yes.
Phil Spector was convicted of second-degree murder. This date back in 2009 for shooting actress Lana Clarkson. He was sentenced to 19 years to life, but he died in prison January 2 years ago. I guess that's really all we've got today. It's a light day, which is okay. Not a problem. Birthdays today on April 13th. If you're having a birthday today, here are some celebrities, pseudo-celebrities, I guess, that you will be sharing one with. Allison Williams is 35. She's an actress, and she's Brian Williams' daughter. You know Brian Williams from NBC News?
Yes.
This is his daughter.
Okay.
And she's been in more than several things. She's 35 today. Ty Dolla $ign is 41.
I wonder if he's in G Unit.
Ty Dolla $ign?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't either.
Glenn Howerton is 47. Lou Bega, 48.
Little bit of mambo.
Yep. Ricky Schroeder is 53 today.
Little Ricky?
Little Ricky.
Man.
He's 53. Caroline Ray, 59. Max Weinberg of the E Street Band and Conan O'Brien Show. The mighty, mighty Max Weinberg is 72 today. Ron Perlman, 73. The Reverend Al Green.
Reverend Al.
Memphis' own Al Green.
Rightmost Reverend Al Green.
77. Let's stay together.
Man. What a career he had, and then decided to turn to the cloth after that.
He's done that like 3 different times.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing new. He could decide to go back to the cloth today.
Just kind of switches back and forth.
He's got a church in Memphis.
Yeah, yes, he does.
He's got a church down there. So maybe that's what we should do Sunday.
What's that? Go to Al Green's church?
Yeah, I'd go in a minute.
Man, and watch him break out something right from the pulpit.
Yeah, he's there sometimes. You know, I don't know what his health is like.
I'd do it. I would do it.
I mean, we talked about it for years when I was in college and those young years. We talked about it forever and never did.
Going to Al Green's church?
Yeah.
Man, I'd do it with you.
Yeah. He is 77 years old today. Let's see. Today is National Scrabble Day. You a big Scrabble fan? I love Scrabble.
You know, I'm just not very good at it.
I love Scrabble. I love crossword puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's National Scrabble Day.
You probably watch Wheel of Fortune, too.
I don't like Wheel of Fortune. I'm not good at that.
Really?
You don't get, there's no clues, really.
Well, yeah.
You just get the letters.
You're right about that.
There's no clues.
Like in a regular crossword puzzle.
Yeah, a crossword puzzle.
They'll give you the clue on the word.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is National Scrabble Day. We're 14 days away, 2 weeks away from Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day. And here we go. We told you we'd remind you this every day. Don't forget. You can't blame it on us if you screw this up. It's 31 days to Mother's Day.
That's right.
31 days to Mother's Day.
Act accordingly.
Yeah. 31 days to Mother's Day. All right, so that's where we start things off. 6:23 is the time here at 96.5 FM and News Talk 96.5.com. 51 degrees in Midtown, 45 at the airport. We're back after this.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn and Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse, all for just $90.
Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. And right now, our price is your price. Our price is your price. Our price is your price. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. What's better than 20% over invoice, or 15% over invoice, or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? It's happening now at Gene Langley Ford. Our price is your price. That's right. Our price is your price.
If you're in business, you know just how important each call is. You don't have time for phone or internet downtime. Your business needs a reliable communications partner 24/7. You need Lifeline Voice and Data. Lifeline Voice and Data provides telephone service to emergency service facilities all over West Tennessee and beyond. For your business, we don't just provide a phone line. We provide a lifeline. Lifeline Voice and Data.
9 a.m. weekdays on The Dan Reeves Show. The Range presents Rapid Fire. Answer the question. One sentence only. Brought to you The Range.
Go to therange.com.
Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley.
Believe that it's real. The way that you made me feel. I'm burning deep down inside.
Al Green's birthday today.
Man.
Right Reverend is 77 years old today.
Al Green's Church is the Full Gospel Tabernacle Church on Hale Road, about a mile north of South Haven.
I know where it is. I could find it.
Not far from Marlowe's Ribs.
Yeah, it's all down in there.
Man. I bet they start church about 9 o'clock in the morning and finish about 7:30 at night.
Maybe not that long. You got to have a break in there somewhere. Come on, man.
They have
6:27 is the time here at Daybreak 96.5 FM, newstalk965.com. On this Thursday, Friday Eve, 51 here in Midtown at the Gene Langley Ford Studios, and it's 45 at the airport. I don't know what that's about.
It feels warmer than that.
We've got Doritos flavored beef jerky now. Are you a jerky fan? You a big beef jerky fan?
I don't know, but maybe that could be what we could have one day on Taste Test Thursdays.
Yeah, we'll go on and set this up for you now. Today is the day, this morning, that we'll be trying the, what is it now? It is the Cup Noodles Breakfast Noodles, limited edition, maple syrup, pancakes, sausage, and egg-flavored ramen noodles.
Limited edition.
Limited edition. We've got that. You can see what we're going to have this morning.
If you can see the video feed, then you can see it.
But that's going to happen at 7:20 this morning. We're going to crack that open. And 2 weeks ago, we wouldn't have been able to do this because we didn't have a microwave.
That's correct.
Now we've got a microwave.
Yes, microwave. Yes.
We got a microwave oven, and we're going to go back there and mash every button on it. We're going to have some cup of noodles for breakfast. And one day, I guess if we can find this, we will try. This is going to be an ongoing feature for the show.
Apparently, yeah.
Thursdays at 7:20, we're gonna try something.
We need a sponsor for this too.
We kicked it off with the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream.
It's disgusting.
Which we regret.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly. Today we're going to follow it up with the breakfast cup of noodles, and we've also got some sour watermelon marshmallow peeps.
Oh God!
That I guess we'll be doing next week. We got to go in and get those out of the way because I don't know if those keep. They turn crusty.
That's the point.
Right? They get all crunchy and crusty if you don't eat them. So I guess that'll be next Thursday.
Yeah, me and my smoking hot girlfriend, we were at a Dollar Tree
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and we both saw these sour watermelon Peeps, and both of us said that looks disgusting. And then she said, "You guys should try it." I was like, "No!" So we bought them anyway.
I don't like Peeps to begin with.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Peeps anyway. So sour watermelon, 2-week-old Peeps.
I was in a different Dollar Tree yesterday, and the Peeps are now 10 for $1.
Oh, now that Easter's over, yeah. Like, we can't give these away. All right, so Doritos flavored beef jerky.
No.
Frito-Lay has partnered with Jack Link's for this new flavor that's supposed to taste like spicy sweet chili Doritos, which is not my favorite flavor. Have you had those?
No.
It's a little much.
No.
I'm not wild about it. So it's not their nacho cheese Dorito flavor. Maybe that'll be next. But you can be looking for that Doritos flavored beef jerky in stores now.
And now, is that exclusive to Walmart? Because
the
two things that we've had so far, the Hidden Valley Ranch.
Walmart is going off the wall with this exclusivity deal. With
horrible ideas. And now the limited edition says limited edition cup noodles. And here, yeah,
I think
it's limited edition.
I think the Doritos flavored beef jerky will be available universally
in wide distribution.
Yeah, you'll be able to get that anywhere. The new flavors are also being offered as meat sticks, not just jerky flavor, not just jerky, but in their meat sticks, it's their version of Slim Jims. You know, those meat sticks. Meat stick. Take a Dorito meat stick. Frito-Lay claims fans have been loyal to their iconic flavors thus far, so they're looking for ways to offer them in a new form. Wait, here's a photo.
Oh, no.
So we'll know what we're looking for.
Please, no.
Yeah, we got to see what it looks like, though. Jack Link's Doritos.
Looks crazy.
You won't be able to miss that at the checkout lane. I'll say that. I mean, you'll be able to see that. That may just walk up to you. You may not have to go to it. It may come to you. That's loud.
That looks horrible, too.
So that's coming. By the way, that article was in Food and Wine magazine.
Somebody text us and let us know where we can get that stuff at. We'll try to get it on Taste Test Thursdays.
Sports is on the way, and we will tell you this, that Major League Baseball games are getting so short that they have adapted some regulations for attendees at the game. Major League Baseball games, they've added a pitch clock.
Pitch clock, yep.
And it has shortened the game so effectively that they've had to modify or will begin modifying some fan rules. What the?
That's one of the we need Southeastern Termite and Pest Control in the Gene Line.
How did a pterodactyl get in the studio? Jeez, that thing is huge.
I'm telling you, it's about as big as some of the ones we've got out in our trailer park, because they are trying to tote away small animals out south.
That was I don't know what kind of bug that was, but that needs to go away.
That thing would kill a bug zapper in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
the bug zapper
would short it out.
Just
okay. We're gonna have to do something about that. I don't like that in the least. 6:33, the time. Sports is on the way with G-Unit. That's coming up next right here at News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com. Back after this.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, Date Night at the Range. Here's what...
Hey everybody, this is Chandler Lewis with Gene Langley Ford. Today I'm going to talk about the 23 Bronco Sport Badland. The heart of this beast is a 2.0 EcoBoost, producing 250 horsepower and 277 foot-pounds of torque. And it does power a 4x4 system, which means you can get over any terrain possible. To go over any obstacle you have a 17-inch gray aluminum wheel wrapped in a all-terrain Pirelli tire. Now to the back, you're looking at 65 cubic feet of space, which means you can fit 3 golden retrievers back here, groceries, or even if you're a college student, moving boxes. But no matter what, you can celebrate by opening a bottle. Now moving on to the interior, you have an ebony roast with heated front seats. You do have a 8-inch display backed with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now one of my favorite parts is the GOAT modes. So as I was talking about earlier, you have 7 different drive modes. The GOAT modes is what gets you to that different terrain. So if you guys liked anything I spoke about, the horsepower, cargo space, or even the interior, come see me today at Gene Langley Ford. Again, Chandler Lewis.
Every pest control company has access to the same products. The southeastern difference is the way we go to market. We don't believe that you should have to take out a bank loan to protect your home. You have more value to us as a lifelong customer, not as a one-and-done sale from a slick salesman. We can still be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Termite and pest control, fungus and moisture barriers, attic installation, or just about anything else. Our services are guaranteed. 731-660-1052.
Hey everybody, this is Chandler Lewis with Gene Langley Ford. Today I'm going to talk about the 23 Bronco Sport Badland. The heart of this beast is a 2.0 EcoBoost, producing 250 horsepower and 277 foot-pounds of torque. And it does power a 4x4 system, which means you can get over any terrain possible. To go over any obstacle you have a 17-inch gray aluminum wheel wrapped in a all-terrain Pirelli tire. Now to the back, you're looking at 65 cubic feet of space, which means you can fit 3 golden retrievers back here, groceries, or even if you're a college student, moving boxes. But no matter what, you can celebrate by opening a bottle. Now moving on to the interior, you have an ebony roast with heated front seats. You do have a 8-inch display backed with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now one of my favorite parts is the GOAT modes. So as I was talking about earlier, you have 7 different drive modes. The GOAT modes is what gets you to that different terrain. So if you guys liked anything I spoke about, the horsepower, cargo space, or even the interior, come see me today at Gene Langley Ford. Again, Chandler Lewis.
Cause I'm a love man. Ooh, baby, I'm a love
All right, it's 6:40. Mark it 6:40. It is 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. It's time for sports on this Thursday, or as we call it around here, Friday Eve. G-Unit is standing by, and What's going on this morning? How are you?
Good morning, Greg. This morning sports brought to you by Today is the Day.
Woo! I'm stoked. I mean, I'm as high as the clouds right now.
Man.
I'm excited. I am above excited.
You look like you're about to levitate out of your chair
now.
I
feel that way. It just may happen. Once it settles in that this is actually going down,
all right.
I may just float on out of here.
Today is the day. Tonight, rather, 6 p.m.
Yes! Lord have mercy. Yes, bring it.
Live and in living color.
Hit me.
The Rocket.
Woo!
Is flying into town.
Holy cow.
Hello, Memphis. TWA. Tell them not Handsome Jimmy. The Rocket Roger Clemens is coming to Jackson.
Look, man. I'm excited.
He will bring Tales from the Diamond from his 24-year Hall of Fame career tonight, 6 p.m.
Woo!
Live and in living color at Meridian Baptist Church. They're going to have, not only the Rocket's going to be there, they've got tons of merchandise you can bid on, trips, you name it, big game hunting trips.
Nice.
This is a huge deal.
All kinds of memorabilia.
This is not a little bitty soiree that we have out in our trailer park when the HOA allows it. Okay? I'm just saying. This is a big deal.
Good. I hope so.
To benefit the Trey Lindsay Scholarship Fund.
That's a worthy cause.
Noteworthy cause, absolutely. And that goes to help scholarships, I believe, up at University of Tennessee at Martin, if I'm correct. So congratulations to everybody who's going to be a part of that tonight, 6 p.m., an evening with the Rocket. Roger Clemens,
Bring
live and in living color at Meridian Baptist Church. If you do not have your tickets, log on to News Talk 96.5 for more information about tickets. So you can be there tonight for an evening with the Rocket. Also want to say thank you to our friends at Gene Langley Ford. Pick your car, pick your color at GeneLangleyFord.com. The dealership, service built in Humboldt. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We need them here right now.
Yeah, they might need to bring a net or something because that's going to have to be gotten out of here.
A tranquilizer gun to shoot this big mosquito or whatever this thing is.
That's not a mosquito. I don't know what it is.
This thing is just ginormous over here. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, if they're bugging you like they're bugging me out in our trailer park out there in South Jackson. I'm kidding, by the way. I don't live in a trailer park. But anyway, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, also brought to you by our friends at Lifeline Voice and Data. A big day for Northside High School yesterday.
All right.
The Indians were down by 2 in the second inning, came back to win a convincing baseball game over the West Carroll, so congratulations to the Indians baseball team. Also, Andre Curry, who played for Northside football, signed to play with Tusculum University on Wednesday. He will be Andre Curry will be a pioneer for Tusculum. That's their mascot. I'm losing it. That's their mascot, the Tusculum University Pioneers.
Okay.
Andre Curry will be playing for Tusculum beginning next year, and all are proud of this young man. Congratulations, Andre Curry. Also, we talked about this yesterday, just in a minute, but it was featured on the superintendent's newsletter. Haley Emerson, Southside. She's the valedictorian out there. She's one of only 95 students in the entire state to be awarded the Distinguished Tennessean Scholarship. She's been awarded 2 different full-ride scholarships, one to UT Knoxville, one to Bethel, and we just kind of speculated on the total value of those scholarships to being over $250,000 yesterday. And the reason I met Haley is because she's one of the basketball cheerleaders. She's went to the state tournament for the last 3 straight years, first year with the boys team, last year with the men's and women's team, and then this year with the women's team when they won that state championship, the undefeated state championship. Haley Emerson is a cheerleader out there. Congratulations to her again. Also, the Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, baseball and softball, begins next week. You can log on to News Talk 96.5. Dapper Dan and the unit will be right alongside as Jackson-Madison County Schools baseball and softball Game of the Week starts next week, and we are certainly looking forward to that. In other sports news, the NBA playoffs
Here we go.
are right around the corner.
Good news.
First round matchups in the Eastern Conference include Boston taking on Atlanta, Philadelphia taking on the Brooklyn Nets, and the Cleveland Cavaliers will take on the New York Knicks. And the Milwaukee Bucks await the winner of the play-in tournament in the Eastern Conference as well. The Denver Nuggets, who are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, await the results of the play-in tournament out there. So I'm sure my niece is taking some interest because my niece lives out in Denver. Your son lives in L.A. My niece lives in Denver. We both love them and miss them dearly. In the Western Conference, Sacramento will take on Golden State in the first round. Sacramento, ironically, is the higher seed, but you can't disqualify Golden State regardless of where they're seated at.
No, of course not.
Because they are the reigning kings of the NBA. Phoenix will take on the LA Clippers in round 1. And
this is what we're waiting on.
Here we go.
Here's it. This is it.
Our Memphis Grizzlies in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Round 1.
Sunday night.
Sunday, I believe it was Sunday at 3-ish. Well, I lost it. But start Sunday, first round, take on the L.A. Lakers.
Is that game in Memphis?
It is in first round Sunday. The first game is in Memphis, yes.
At FedEx Forum.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See if I can
Pretty exciting.
find that. Well, anyway, yes. The Grizzlies take on the Lakers in the very first round. And
These are 7-game series if they need them, right?
They will go to 7 games, first to 4 wins. Yeah. And I'm calling my shot right now. Grizzlies in a sweep.
No. Come on, man.
It is time to take old LeBron.
The Lakers are red hot right now.
I don't care. It's time to take LeBron.
I mean, they started off. I mean, they were pitiful. I mean, they were at the bottom, the very bottom, but they got turned on somewhere along the way.
They had to play a play-in game to make it into the playoffs. So they
they're hot right now.
They squeaked in what they did.
They're hot right now.
I'm calling my shot.
But the Grizzlies have been hot pretty much all year.
Grizz in a sweep.
Okay.
Time to take LeBron out behind the barn and put him out of his misery.
Out of your misery.
Well, that's true right there. This morning's sports brought to you by Lifeline Voice and Data. Cambridge Men's Store. When you want to look your best, it's right next door. Cambridge Men's Store here on North Highland in Jackson. Plan your future at Jackson State Community College. Log on to jscc.edu. Your moods will be better with Advanced Rehab BioT. Precision Auto Body in Milan, thanks so much for their support. And also Pops Music here in Jackson. Watson's Cleaning, if it's good enough for the White House, it's good enough for your house. And Dapper Dan's favorite, Mulligan.
I think you need to go back to saying if it's good enough for the courthouse.
I'll make the correction. If it's good enough for the courthouse, it's good enough for your house.
Yeah, I like that
Watson's Cleaning. Well, I screwed it up one day.
And now you're stuck on it.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dapper Dan's favorite, Mulligans.
All right, so if you've watched or gone to any Major League Baseball games this year so far, you might have noticed some changes, particularly the pitch clock.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that has drastically shortened Major League Baseball game times.
Mm-hmm.
9-inning games are down 31 minutes because of the pitch clock. That's from an average of 3 hours, 9 minutes last year to 2 hours, 38 minutes this year. That's significant. That is the fastest average play time since 1984. 31 minutes is significant.
Man.
So apparently most people seem to like the changes, but there's a problem. Shorter, faster games means there's less opportunity for fans to spend money at the ballpark, like on concessions, merch, and of course, beer.
Bud.
Because don't they cut you off at the seventh inning? Don't beer
something
sales
like that? Yeah.
Don't beer sales cease after the 7th
Okay.
inning? Historically, teams have stopped selling alcohol after the 7th inning.
Okay.
I was right. 4 teams have already pushed that back to after the 8th inning now. Those teams are the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Texas Rangers, the Minnesota Twins, and the Milwaukee Brewers. And a handful of other teams are looking about following suit. They have shortened the game by so much that they've got to extend beer sales because they're losing share. They're losing beer sales share. And nobody likes that.
Well, and I can tell you why. Because the average price of a beer at a Major League Baseball stadium is almost $7.
Yeah. And that's for a baby sample can. little bitty baby sample
That's
can.
for the
of beer.
shot size.
And a little bitty
beer.
baby sample.
Yeah.
Here's you a sample of beer. Let me know if you need a real one.
$7 each to buy an average price of about $7 each to buy a beer at a baseball game.
So now they're pushing that back instead of after the 7th inning, the stretch where you got cut off. 4 teams are now pushing it back to after the 8th inning now, and a lot of other teams will certainly follow suit.
I think you're right.
So, but a 9-inning game is down 31 minutes. That's a long time.
Big time.
To not be in your seat.
And all because of the pitch clock.
It's all because of the pitch clock. Now, I've not watched any baseball yet. I don't really get started till summer, really.
Yep.
And so I've not watched any of it.
There are two times.
I haven't noticed anything.
Two times to watch baseball: opening day, and the playoffs.
That's pretty much. Now I'll get involved, in the heat of the summer, and because that kind of sets the stage. The second half of the season after the All-Star break.
Right.
I'll pick it up there, and then we get into the playoffs and the World Series, and I'm all in for that. But this early, I don't. If I catch any of it, it's only for the feel of spring. Because you get that feeling. Well, spring is here because I hear the crack of the bat.
There you go.
So anyway, you can and now enjoy beer into the 8th inning at the Diamondbacks, the Rangers, the Twins, and the Brewers stadiums in Major League Baseball.
Take your gold card with
Enjoy.
you. Because it's going to
Take your gold card
about
with
$7
you.
each.
6:51 is the time. This is Daybreak, 96.5 FM at newstalk965.com. Back after this.
News Talk West Tennessee includes newstalk965.com and News Talk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and newstalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Tennessee. The Humboldt Club presents the 11th Annual Bird and Burger Fundraiser. Join us for an enjoyable evening with dinner, music, and conversation featuring guest speaker A.J. Merriweather. A.J. is a former Harlem Globetrotter and CEO of A.J. Merriweather Construction, LLC. The 11th Annual Bird and Burger Fundraiser is April 17th. The tour is at 5:30 and dinner at 6. Reserve your spot now. For more information, visit myboysgirls.club. Reserve your spot now. Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Tennessee. The Humboldt Club at 1503 Osborne Street in Humboldt. The 11th Annual Bird and Burger Fundraiser featuring guest speaker A.J. Merriweather. Presented by United Way of West Tennessee and Taco Bell. Along with News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com.
Number 45 steps on the plate. So far, he's batting 1,000. The pitcher delivers. But wait, that's not the ball. It's the taxes. 45 Automart takes a swing, and they're gone.
At 45 Automart, we're making your taxes go dark with Grand Slam savings out of the park. That's right. For a short time, we're going to whack your tax up to $1,500 on anything you choose, so there's no way to lose at 45 Automart. Go to 45automart.com. Check out our bullpen that's stacked with more clean Carfax Southern rides than you can shake a bat at. Mustangs, Silverados, Wranglers, Altimas, F-150s, Camrys, Tacomas, Rogues, 4Runners, Avalanches, Cadillacs, Equinoxes, Cobalts, Caravans, Grand Cherokees, Lexus, Mercedes, Siennas, CRVs. You get the picture. We're ready to whack the tax on all of them. Why strike out with Mr. Mega Dealer's base cash stealing stunts when dealing at 45 Automart is as easy as a lob, pitch, bunt? Check us out at 45automart.com today, where you're knocking the taxes over the fence with deals that save dollars and make tons of sense. Dealer!
Dressed in black, silver buttons all down her back. High low, tipsy toe.
In a recent survey conducted by YouGov America, I'm not familiar with that, but YouGov America conducted a survey. According to 31% of respondents to this survey said that they've hit the button to close the doors on an elevator because they saw that somebody was coming and trying to get on and didn't want to ride the elevator with them. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
I would never do
That's
that.
a lie, and you know it.
I would never do that.
And you are lying. And here we are this close to Mother's Day, and you're lying already.
Meanwhile, 25% of the respondents said that they believe that most buttons to close the doors on elevators don't do anything anyway. And I believe that.
That's true. I think so, yeah.
The open and close doors buttons, I don't think they do anything. But nearly a third of the respondents said that they've hit the closed door button because they saw somebody coming and they didn't want to ride the elevator with them. Probably because they just ripped one and they were on there by themselves. And they didn't want anybody else to get on and get baked. I think that's legit.
Hot box somebody in the
Hot box
elevator.
in the elevator. Probably somewhere like the hospital.
Somebody said,
"Sorry, you'll have to wait for the next one."
Excuse me, could I get off at the next floor?
Golly.
You know you've done. Don't lie.
I've never hit that button to close
Yes,
it.
you have.
I don't think I have. I would never do that.
Yes.
Another study has found that chatbots, now you'll be interested in this since you've got all the chatbots numbers over there. Chatbots can be more creative than 90% of humans, coming up with uses for forks that include things like cleaning under your fingernails and fighting off zombies. Are you ready for that? A new study challenged the creativity of chatbots by asking 6 of them, including your favorite ChatGPT, stuff like, how many uses for a fork can you think of? They also asked about toothbrushes, pants, and tires. Then they asked a bunch of humans the same thing. Chatbots were able to come up with more possibilities than 90% of humans. And there were plenty of creative responses from the bots, like how forks could be used for making a sculpture, cleaning under your fingernails, and using them to fight off zombies. Now, they did go a little too far in some instances, claiming forks could be helpful in removing earwax, propping up a book, and playing tag with a fork. Come on.
That's going to leave a mark.
Copy.ai suggested that one and explained it. You could play tag where everyone has to find each other with a fork before they get eaten by a bear.
So Cocaine Bear's coming after them, and they say, "Oh, well,
Use a fork.
Use this fork to fend off Cocaine Bear."
As for toothbrushes, the bot suggested they could be used for exfoliating your skin.
Oh my Lord.
And applying hair dye.
No. A fork?
No, this is a toothbrush.
Oh, okay.
There was also some stranger stuff according with the toothbrush, like cleaning bird poo off your car and combing pet fur with a toothbrush.
Okay, this is crazy. You know one thing that I use my toothbrush for?
What?
To comb my
eyebrows?
Eyebrows, yeah.
But not the one you brush your teeth with.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God.
I hate to say it. So I asked ChatGPT what are some good uses for forks, and it says one of the stranger things that I saw, it says gardening.
Gardening, okay.
It says a fork can be used to aerate soil.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or mix in fertilizer in a garden bed, or DIY projects such as making jewelry, creating wall art, or as a hook. A
hook?
I don't get it. I don't know what that is, but I swear to God, because you said uses of a fork. So the question was, what are good uses for fork? We asked ChatGPT because it's allowing us in the room this morning.
Good.
And gardening was one of them.
Ask it how many uses for pants can you think of? Because they ask it that. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine.
All right.
Pants.
Pants are also known as trousers.
Okay.
Clothing, fashion, work.
What are uses?
This is what it says. Sports, athletic pants, protection, safety, storage. What? Let me store this in my pants. And cover up. Pants can be used to cover up a swimsuit or other clothing when going to and from the beach or the pool.
I was expecting a little more creativity out of ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, I think somebody needs to pour some coffee on the computer of ChatGPT this morning.
Do a little homework during the top of the hour and try copy.ai.
I might try that. Hey,
copy.ai.
You know, coming up next hour, we're
7:20
doing the taste test. You know what we need to do? We need to read the ingredients.
We'll do that.
She and I were laughing our butts off when we read just the ingredients.
That's coming up at 7:20, so we'll get to that. That's all coming up. Top of the hour's here. Daybreak, back after this.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM, 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Investigators may be zeroing in on the individual behind a major national security breach, the online leak of a trove of sensitive U.S. military documents. The Washington Post reports the suspected leaker worked at a military base and shared the materials with acquaintances in an online chat room. The newspaper bases its story on an interview with someone said to be a friend of the leaker. Some of the sensitive documents deal with the war in Ukraine, and that country's leaders are downplaying the impact of the security breach could have on their military operations.
Ukraine has long held back sharing its most sensitive operational information, doubting Washington's ability to keep their secrets safe. Ukrainian and U.S. officials maintain only Ukrainians have the details of certain battle plans, so the leak, including some military assessments of Ukraine's battlefield strengths and weaknesses against Russia, likely has not been enough, at least so far, to change the course of the war. Still, Washington sees the leaks as grave, and more damaging material could still surface. Meanwhile, Russia is making clear it's avidly studying it all. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Republicans say a new app is just one more way the Biden administration is actively encouraging illegal immigration.
President Biden's Department of Homeland Security will release as many as 30,000 illegal immigrants into the U.S. each month using a mobile app. Illegal immigrants will be allowed to schedule appointments at the southern border ahead of their arrival at any of 8 ports of entry. Tasha Stevens reporting.
A federal appeals court is restoring, for now, access to the abortion pill mifepristone, albeit with some restrictions. Among other things, the drug may not be dispensed by mail. The court also narrowed the window of time during which a pregnant woman can take the drug. Wall Street Dow futures down 2 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I'm Corey, and this is my story. I was going through some financial troubles paying off my credit cards. I was paying high interest rates, and it just wasn't getting any better. And I knew I had to do something. So my mom told me about Trinity, and so I decided to call. Trinity was able to do something that I couldn't. I'm paying off my debt, I'm saving thousands, and things are really looking up. I promise you guys, you will not regret it when you called Trinity, because it was such a relief and less stress in my life, and it was the best thing I could have done for myself, because once I called Trinity, they took care of me, and I felt such a relief, a weight off my shoulders. Trinity was great to work with. They wanted to help me. I love it.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
I'm Corey, and I'm debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
8,000. Human rights groups say Iran executed a lot more people last year amid nationwide anti-government protests.
The Norway-based group Iran Human Rights and Paris-based Together Against the Death Penalty, who compiled the figures, say the big increase in executions was aimed at intimidating the population as nationwide protests raged. They claim international attention on the fate of demonstrators led the regime to hang mostly drug offenders and others instead. The intention being to spread fear among protesters who will face charges.
Lack of libido, having trouble losing the belly fat, having trouble sleeping, lack of daytime energy. I was suffering from all these things, and several months ago, I decided to do something about it. I called Dr. Shannon Bone at Advanced Rehab and Medical. A simple test can change your life. It did for me. So call Dr. Shannon Bone. Do what I did and ask if BioTE is right for you. You'll be glad you did.
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster, perfect for the bowl game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
For nearly 30 years, Cambridge Limited has been the place where West Tennesseans come for their dress clothes needs. We are so thankful for the many customers who have stood by us through the years and allowed us to play such a special role in the biggest moments of their lives. Our customer service is unparalleled, and our tailors work around the clock to ensure that your clothes are custom fit to you. With no suit in the store more than $2.59, there is something for everybody here at Cambridge. Come and see what we are all about, or give us a call to book your own wedding appointment today at Cambridge.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
Are you struggling with lack of libido? Having trouble losing the belly fats? Having trouble sleeping? Lack of daytime energy? I was suffering from all these things, and several months ago, I decided to do something about it. I called Dr. Shannon Bone at Advanced Rehab and Medical. A simple test can change your life. It did for me. So call Dr. Shannon Bone, do what I did, and ask if BioTE is right for you. You'll be glad you did.
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster, perfect for the bowl game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
For nearly 30 years, Cambridge Limited has been the place where West Tennesseans come for their dress clothes needs. We are so thankful for the many customers who have stood by us through the years and allowed us to play such a special role in the biggest moments of their lives. Our customer service is unparalleled, and our tailors work around the clock to ensure that your clothes are custom fit to you. With no suit in the store more than $2.59, there is something for everybody here at Cambridge. Come and see what we are all about, or give us a call to book your own wedding appointment today at Cambridge.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
Are you struggling with lack of libido? Having trouble losing the belly fats? Having trouble sleeping? Lack of daytime energy? I was suffering from all these things, and several months ago, I decided to do something about it. I called Dr. Shannon Bone at Advanced Rehab and Medical. A simple test can change your life. It did for me. So call Dr. Shannon Bone, do what I did, and ask if
On 96.5 FM and NewsTalk.WTN.com.
Just about 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes counting.
10 minutes and counting down.
To the breakfast cup of noodles. It's maple syrup pancakes, sausage and egg flavored ramen in sauce. Limited edition. That's why we got to hurry up and eat it.
And because you've looked for it all over the place.
Well, I've looked 2 places and couldn't find it because it's only available at Walmart.
That's right.
And so I was in Walmart once and didn't find it. And then I found myself in there again against my will and thought, well, I'll look once again. Different location and couldn't find it there. either. But you have been able to find it.
Yes.
So we have in our possession 2 of these cup of noodles, and we'll be trying those at 7:20, or just following. Set you up on this Thursday, or as we call it around here, Friday Eve. It's 51 at the airport, and it's 51 here in Midtown at the Jing Langley Ford Studios. So somebody went out to the airport and slapped around the thermometer and got everything calibrated. So now we're at 51 all the way around this morning. Fair skies, okay. What can we look for today as far as the forecast goes? Well, not too bad, actually. We do have a 30% chance of showers early afternoon, so right around lunch.
Look at our video screen. It's froze with you picking your nose.
What is it doing? Did I not do it right? Hang on, let me do this. And that's picking my nose.
It just happened.
It's still doing it.
Oh, my God.
It's still doing it. They make some minor adjustments here.
You made one when you was digging for gold, brother.
Yeah, man. Well, do what you got to do. A little bat in the cave. It's still doing it.
Oh, man.
We got to get that off of there.
They're not going to be able to see us eating these disgusting sounding cup of noodles,
I'm
man.
working on it. Just chill.
Somebody else can kind of log in there and check that thing out.
Let's go back over here. I bet we're going to have to do something with the camera.
Oh, man.
So in the meantime, we'll just do that for now.
All right.
We'll just do that for now. We'll get it reset because you're going to want to watch us eat the cup of noodles.
I just looked up and saw, I was like, wait a minute. He's digging for something.
So 30% chance of showers throughout the day today. Well, not throughout the day. It's mainly after lunch or between noon and 2. We got a slight chance of showers early afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high near 73. Slight chance of showers tonight before midnight. Mostly cloudy, low around 55. And tomorrow, slight chance of showers early afternoon. Partly sunny. Look for a high near 73 tomorrow. What about the weekend? That's what we want to know about. Slight chance of showers early afternoon Saturday. It's the same old pattern that we've seen later this week. Mostly sunny with a high near 81 on Saturday. But things change a little bit by Sunday. Mostly cloudy, becoming sunny with a high near 62. So we got a high of 81 on Saturday and a high of 62 on Sunday. That's a 20-degree swing.
Big swing. I'm glad that I got my yard mowed yesterday.
Why?
Because the neighborhood HOA in the trailer park had, they drive past you in the golf cart and kind of look at you out the side of their eyes.
They do that.
And excuse me, sir, I know there's a 74 Pinto there. We just can't see the roof of it anymore.
A lot of these homeowners associations, they will have limits on how tall your grass can be. And some of those sticklers will come around with a tape measure and get out there by the curb and measure the length of your grass.
Look,
if I saw that happen in my yard, I don't know.
Take a pellet gun and pop Karen right in the rump.
I might take some clabbered milk out there and just offer it to them. I wouldn't take well to that if somebody was out in front of my house at the sidewalk measuring the length of my grass. I just don't know how I would handle that.
No, it just needed it. It was getting too tall, and that's the first time I mowed it this year, because I know once you mow it, you're committed to mowing it for the rest of the year.
That's right. It's like shaving.
Exactly. So, and I have to mow probably about every 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
I'm just grateful that I've got grass, because 2 years ago I didn't have a front yard. I had front dirt.
Yeah.
And
I've mowed dirt before. I've mowed dirt.
Kicked
Plenty
up
of
a
dirt.
big cloud around you.
Plenty of dirt. Yeah.
So after a year, I have tilled up my yard 2 times.
Oh, you sowed it.
Planting grass seed and fertilizer and lime and all that kind of, because it's a lot of red clay dirt.
Oh yeah.
And trying to get stuff to grow in that is horrible.
Yeah.
So you've got to change that chemical composition.
Yes,
so
you do.
I sent soil samples off to the state.
Look at you.
Hey, I'm a high-tech redneck.
Okay. All right.
So I finally have a yard that I can be proud of. And, me and my smoking hot girlfriend, we were out there working on it yesterday and all that kind of stuff.
So when you sent your soil samples off to the state, what did you get back? Like a recipe?
It looked like it, because it gave the chemical composition. So I had to call the guy and say, hey, what does this mean?
Right. Yeah.
And he said, okay, plant this kind of grass. Fescue is good for cold weather because it doesn't go dormant in the cold weather.
Right,
Even during a cold snap, it'll stay green.
Green, yep.
And plant Bermuda grass for the warm weather because Bermuda grass goes dormant in the cold weather, but in the warm weather, it will flourish. So if you want a yard to stay green year-round, you've got to have a combination of Bermuda and fescue grass.
Well, what about the soil, though? I mean, did he tell you what to do?
Yes.
Like your soil is deficient in X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and what he did is said you had to add X amount of lime, powdered lime, and you can buy. I bought mine at Lowe's. Powdered lime and this type of fertilizer, and it's based on nitrogen, potash, and there's one other, and I forget what it is. But he said buy this type of fertilizer.
A triple 13.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
A triple 13.
I forget which all three. Maybe iron, something like that. Anyway, and he said, here's what you do: till it all in, and wait a few weeks, and you'll start to see little bitty things growing up. And he was right.
He was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it costs, I think, $15 to send the soil sample in, and it goes to the UT.
Yep.
And in about a couple of weeks, they'll send you something that it looked like it's written in Greek.
Oh yeah. I've always wondered about that because I've seen those little boxes that they'll give you to put your soil sample in.
Give you a little box.
And I've always wondered what you get back.
And you mail that, and they'll email. They can mail you, or they can email you the results.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's in hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
To me, because I had no idea what it meant. So I called the guy and I said, "What do I do?" He pulled it up and said, "Okay, here's what you do."
It's like, I can tell by your soil sample that you live in Bemis. Because it's nothing but sand and red clay.
It's about it, man.
Yeah. You either live in Selmer or Bemis. We can't tell. Well, we know you're in that general area.
We get these. We do get these kind of common in your part of the city, and so, yes.
All right, it's 7:16. We got to start cooking, man. We have got to start
How
cooking.
long are we going to cook? We should probably put these in a microwave for about 20 minutes.
Hand me one. Let's see what it says. Let me see.
Oh, dude, when we read the ingredient list.
All right, so let's see what we do. So we remove the lid, add the water to the fill line, place in 4 minutes. And then that's only got 3 directions. One is tells you to remove the lid, add the water to the fill line. Number 2 is cook it, and then 3 is slurp away. That's what it says. Slurp away.
Slurp away
is the number 3. So this is the Cup of Noodles limited edition breakfast ramen noodles in sauce, maple syrup pancakes, sausage, and egg. Some of the ingredients include enriched flour, that's for the noodles. Tapioca starch. What the? Salt, dextrose, dried sausage. Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea, Chief.
Listen, when we read the ingredients, we were one of them is corn syrup solids.
Yeah, beta carotene for color, brown sugar, citric acid, cornstarch, corn syrup solids. What the?
What is it? Crazy. Garlic powder?
No.
That's what it says. Right there. Yes.
It's got onion powder in it too, and paprika. Silicone dioxide, that's not good. Sodium bicarbonate, that's baking soda. Sodium phosphate, sodium tripolyphosphate, soy lecithin. Oh, I like this one. It just says spice. Whatever that is. That's all it says is spice.
We're gonna die.
It's got another tapioca starch in it for preservatives, textured soy protein, and xanthan. Well, everything's got xanthan gum. All right, so we got to start cooking. We got to get this done. So it's 7:18. We're going to head to the break room in the kitchen and put on our chef's hat and start getting this done. So we're going to get this done by 7:20. That gives us 40 minutes to decide whether it's going to make us sick or not. So somebody can call the paramedics on us if they need to. 7:18 is the time. 7:18 the time. We're back after this. This is Daybreak 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com.
Precision Auto Body strives to provide you with excellent customer care. Precision Auto Body will gladly handle your insurance work. Get a free quote by logging on to precisionautobodytn.com. A lifetime warranty on any auto body or paint work. Precision Auto Body. Visit our location nearest you in Milan, Martin,
lack of
or Dyer.
libido, having trouble losing the belly fats, having trouble sleeping, lack of daytime energy. I was suffering from all these things, and several months ago, I decided to do something about it. I called Dr. Shannon Bone at Advanced Rehab and Medical. A simple test can change your life. It did for me. So call Dr. Shannon Bone. Do what I did and ask if BioTE is right for you. You'll be glad you did.
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster, perfect for the bowl game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
For nearly 30 years, Cambridge Limited has been the place where West Tennesseans come for their dress clothes needs. We are so thankful for the many customers who have stood by us through the years and allowed us to play such a special role in the biggest moments of their lives. Our customer service is unparalleled, and our tailors work around the clock to ensure that your clothes are custom fit to you. With no suit in the store more than $259, there is something for everybody here at Cambridge. Come and see what we are all about, or give us a call to book your own wedding appointment today at Cambridge.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
Are you struggling with lack of libido? Having trouble losing the belly fat? Having trouble sleeping? Lack of daytime energy? I was suffering from all these things, and several months ago, I decided to do something about it. I called Dr. Shannon Bone at Advanced Rehab and Medical. A simple test can change your life. It did for me. So call Dr. Shannon Bone. Do what I did and ask if BioTE is right for you. You'll be glad you did.
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster, perfect for the bowl game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
For nearly 30 years, Cambridge Limited has been the place where West Tennesseans come for their dress clothes needs. We are so thankful for the many customers who have stood by us through the years and allowed us to play such a special role in the biggest moments.
All right, it's 7:23. G-Unit's back in the back in the News Talk kitchen getting our noodles ready. I'm beginning to regret this. He showed me the opened container of this product before he added the water and stuck it in the microwave. And I swear I think there was corn floating in it. I don't remember corn being an ingredient or a flavor. I don't know what that was. It kind of looked like corn, kind of looked like dog kibble. I'm beginning to really second guess myself on this. There's a thread online where people are talking about the scams that people always fall for. Now, not all of them are 100% bad, but they can be predatory. Check this out. One of them is taking advantage of the friendliness and gullibility of older people. That one's obvious. And getting them to give up money or sensitive information. We've all heard of that happening time and time again. When stores write a high price on something, then cross it out and write a fake discount price when that's actually the normal price all along. That's pretty common as well. Here's one that kind of grinds my gears, I guess you could say. The add a tip line at the end of everything. Every ticket you get back, there's the add a tip line. I get kind of tired of that. And then you got things like Amway and other obvious pyramid schemes, multi-level marketing businesses. Not the one you're in, G-Unit. Not that one. That one's legit. That one's legit.
I was going to say.
Timeshares is another ripoff that people get sucked into.
Man.
You got any experience in timeshares?
I do not, thank goodness.
Okay. I thought that might be in your wheelhouse, but apparently not.
No.
Another thing that people get sucked into is life coaching. That's a huge... I smell it.
Do you smell it?
I can smell your cooking.
That's not what you smell.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I was late back from the break. Sorry.
Life coaching, kind of an umbrella term that can encompass lots of things, but people get sucked into it. One person who spent years working for a smaller life coach claims it's all common info regurgitated from bigger companies, and they're not actually experts. So they steal information and spit it back out and get paid for it.
Do you ever watch, like on YouTube or anything like that, any of those TED Talks?
Sometimes.
Some of them are kind of inspirational.
Yeah.
And
some of them can be pretty helpful. There's a lot of information in there.
They can.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I listen to, I'm not a really avid reader, but I might listen to an audiobook, was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And it kind of reminded me to be grateful. It's a really, really good book, really helpful to people who want to be in business and those kind of things, about how to be grateful for the things that you have. And one of the good examples is, this, I've got my son is in the military overseas. He came home to do some training here stateside about 2 years ago. And I said, listen, plan out some stuff you want to do. We'll go to some amusement parks. We'll go have fun and all that kind of stuff. He said, Dad, I just want to do simple stuff like I want to go to Walmart.
Walmart?
Because they don't have Walmart in the UK where he's at, nor where he's currently stationed either. And he said, because it's so convenient to go into Walmart and just grab the stuff you need. He said,
don't they have an equivalent of like a Walmart?
No, he said you have to go to these one specific store, like you have to go to the fish store, or you have to go to the pork store, or you have to go to a clothing store, but there's not a department store equivalent
that's got everything,
that has everything that you get sucked into, or we take it for granted. Even though sometimes I hate Walmart, I still go because I know I can go in there and get whatever.
Sometimes you have to. I mean, that's kind of where I am. Sometimes you have to. But I did not know that.
Yes.
So. All right, so we're talking about scams and getting fooled on the internet or telephone calls or whatnot, and you get those calls all the time. People trying to make friends with you over the phone. The guy that wants you to send money so you can marry he can get his princess out of jail, and if you send so much, he'll deposit so much in you. That's called the Spanish prisoner scheme, is where all that started. But then there's things like payday loans. Those things are evil, but for some people they're also kind of necessary. But you can get sucked into those, and you end up way over your head with those payday loans. Yep. Some types of insurance are also that way. So people try to upload or get you to buy into their insurance plan. And weddings.
Man.
Wedding this time of year especially, and it's only because of how insanely expensive weddings can be, and the businesses that take advantage of that particular event wanting you to splurge. Buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. This past Friday, I was out at lunchtime. I was downtown, and I drove by the courthouse, and I looked out, and there was a family out there on the steps of the courthouse having a wedding. I mean, white dress, the whole thing, man. Flowers, white dress, people in suits and ties, right out there on the steps of the courthouse getting it done. And I thought, what a brilliant idea. It was a gorgeous day.
Right.
It was a gorgeous day. They're in the shade. And it was right out there at the courthouse. And I thought, that probably cost them, what, $35, $40?
Maybe.
I
got a story close to that. My son, when he married his wife, They got married in the Covington Town Square. There's a little wood gazebo.
It is. I know where you're talking about.
They got married, him, her, a preacher, in the rain.
In the gazebo, I hope.
In the gazebo.
Yeah.
While it was raining.
Nothing wrong with that. It still counted, didn't it?
It still works. They are together, and I love both of them. And she is absolutely darling, and I'm proud of them. But when I think back on it, how romantic could that be? Getting married
in the rain,
in a wood gazebo in the rain, just the three of you, him, her, and a preacher. And I was like, man, that's.
Well, apparently you were there.
I was not.
You were not there.
No, they did it, and they didn't invite anybody. They didn't invite her family, my family.
Did they even tell you?
After they did it.
Oh, but not before.
Not before.
Okay.
But I was like, man, I wish we could have done. But you know what? That was their decision, and I support their decision. They're still together, and I'm proud of them. But if there is anything that's more romantic than getting married in a wood gazebo in the rain, I don't know what it would be. The
time I got married was the biggest wedding I've been to before or since. I mean, there were 6 attendants.
Man.
Each of us had to have 6.
Okay.
Well, she had 6, so that meant I had to have 6. And then you got to have the flower girl and the ring bearer, and then you got to have all these other people, and it was just ginormous.
Okay.
And I thought, if I ever do that again, I'm either going to elope or just go to the courthouse and get it done. I mean, you go to Gatlinburg, you can do it. You can do a drive up. You don't even have to get out of your car.
Yeah, like Gatlinburg or Vegas, something like that.
Just drive up, don't even have to get out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you do it. But I have said for a long time, and I'm going to stand by this, I think marriage licenses, you need to re-up every 10 years. They need expiration dates on them. So if you 10 years comes and goes, you might not want to be married anymore. You just let the license lapse. You want to keep it going, you got to go back to the courthouse, another $50. Keep it going. You got to get it stamped. Yeah, every 10 years. I think 10 years.
Notarized by a notary public.
Yeah, just you got to do it again. You don't have to have a ceremony again.
Right.
But if you want to stay married, at the end of 10 years, y'all have been talking to be like, I don't think I'm good for another 10 years. I'm gonna bow out. I'm gonna buy a boat. I'm out. I'm done. And that's it. No hard feelings.
Just say who had a good run, and this is
now the divorce attorneys don't want that to happen at all, which is probably why it hasn't happened, because it's a good idea,
right?
But they're not going to let that happen. You can just walk away after 10 years. Look, I'm sorry. I know it's time to re-up this, but I think 10's good. Or maybe after 20. Maybe you did re-up it after 10. Now you're in for 20. You'd be like, you know what? The rest of my days are looking me in the face, and I just don't want you in them anymore. It just bow out.
I tell you what I think is not a good idea. Us eating these cup noodles. I showed these.
We got to do it. They're probably done.
I showed you these cup noodles before we cooked them. And I promise you, I swear I saw something in the commode last night.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do that.
I had some corn.
I don't want to hear it. Come on, man. Somebody else is out there eating this morning, too.
No,
they're having something good.
My smoking hot girlfriend's going to do it with us, too, when we do it.
Oh, she's got hers ready?
Because I bought 3 of them.
I know.
One for you and I. And
I'm just making sure she's gotten hers ready to go.
Hey, honey, she's listening.
Okay. Well, we're fixing to pull ours out of the microwave.
All right, here we go.
Get to going. All right, 7:32 is coming up.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson-Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
They say consistency is the key to success. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently refreshing and light? Michelob Ultra, only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Let's face it,
People want to feel loved, appreciated, and pampered. Beauty to the Bone has a mission and a purpose to help you look and feel beautiful inside and out. From facials to Botox, fillers, lasers, IV therapy, functional medicine, and all in between, we've got you covered. Book your appointment today to feel your very best tomorrow.
Book your appointment today. Call 731-300-9103. That's 731-300-9103.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend.
Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse, all for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from The Range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
All right, 7:37. We're 23 away from the top of the hour. You ready to do this?
Hey, we got a guest in the
We've
studio
got.
with us.
She's not a guest. She's the next host.
She's the guest of this show.
Okay.
Come on, man.
So we've got our cup of noodles.
Oh,
G-Unit
Lord.
has finished up in the kitchen.
Man.
I've got mine stirred up. I thought they would be more liquid.
Well, I put it to the fill line. I did exactly
what it
per
said.
the instructions, and it
All
looks disgusting.
I'm not.
You can look
The
right
smell is what I'm concerned about.
And
All right.
Julie's got us on her TikTok. She's got like 75 million followers on her TikTok.
Okay, I'm just worried about being on the radio.
So we're going
right
to be
now,
TikTok
so.
famous. All right, are we ready to do this? On three? Ready?
Hang on, let me get I got to get a good one.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm ready. You ready?
3, 2, 1.
There's a lot going on there. That is a lot. I don't think I got any egg or sausage.
Well,
hang on.
Remember when we read this originally said that there were visible ingredients in
There
them?
are, but okay, I think I got. I'm going to go back in. I want to make sure I get the.
God, this is disgusting.
All right, look, I got a little of it all.
Hold on.
All right, here we go. It's hot too. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, that definitely had sausage in it. Oh.
I think I got a bite of pancake in my noodle. Oh, God.
Okay. That's okay. I got the
One more. Oh.
It's a lot going on. That's pretty busy.
Oh, man.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
There's a visible piece of something in here. I can't really identify it.
What I thought was corn turns out to be the egg. Is that right? Like that right there? What is that? Or is that the pancake?
It's an alien.
Is that the... I don't know what it is.
I can't tell the sausage from the pancake in my noodles.
I don't know what the... I think that might be the pancake.
Is that some of the xanthan gum? Okay, one more.
That's the pancake.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No tip.
That might be part of the sausage that's in there.
I'm out.
Are you done?
Yeah, I can't.
Julie, do you want to try this?
No. It's
wait a minute. Julie's mic's not on.
Yeah.
Julie, try this with us.
No.
Here. I don't have cooties or these open source or nothing.
That's
No.
Here,
ew. Gross.
Try this.
No.
Come on, Julie.
I will puke.
Take one for the team.
That's all right.
Come on, Julie.
I think
Are you going to
that's
do it? Hey, Julie's going to do it. Here we go. All right.
We'll get some objective.
Julie.
Settle down, man.
Come on, man.
What was in yours? You need to take a pill.
Another one? What about it, Julie?
Tastes like maple syrup plastic.
Yeah. You know, McDonald's has, I don't know if they still have them on the menu or not, but they were called the McGriddle.
They do, but...
Is that still on the menu there? Because I never liked those.
Yeah.
It's too
that's
much
not
going
my
on.
thing. I don't like them either.
Yeah.
I want the simple sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
I don't like that combination of the sweet and whatever that is. I'm not down with it.
Plastic and pepper.
Plastic. Yeah. All right, so we did it.
Y'all are brave.
So, all right, are you a thumbs down or a thumbs up on this?
Well, just a little objectivity here. Okay. I like that so much better than the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream.
Oh, my God. It's a world of difference between the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream. You didn't have that.
Oh, no.
Julie did not have that, and
that
you're lucky.
That was really bad. That is considerably better. I mean, in a pinch, you could get that down if you had to.
Did it literally taste like really
ranch
cold
dressing?
ranch dressing?
Yeah.
Yes.
When it first hit your tongue, it was sweet, and you're like, "Oh, this is ice cream," but that lasted like in the blink of an eye,
Lord.
and it was gone.
Yes.
And then the next flavor you get is really, really potent onion powder.
Oh no.
That's what it was.
I have like a weird aftertaste lingering from.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was G-Unit or.
Hey, look, wait a minute.
Cup of noodles.
Yeah.
I took a shower last week.
I'm just
listen.
kidding. That is terrible.
It's disgusting.
All right, so next week we're going to do this on Thursdays in the 7 o'clock hour.
Yep.
We tried to get it in by 7:20, but we had to cook it and stir it and get all set up.
Took a little bit.
So Thursdays around the 7:20 mark, we're going to be trying some different things. Next week we've got sour watermelon marshmallow peeps.
Yes.
The little chicks, you know, that you get at Easter.
Yep.
These are, what do you do with them? They're not in here.
They don't show up because we've got green screen behind us.
That's right. The
where we have all
package
the
is
graphics.
green and they don't show up. I bet that Mountain Dew can won't show up either.
Will it show up?
Well, we can't tell.
Well, yeah. Because the camera's froze up.
All right, so that was today's adventure. I'm glad that's over. I'm glad that's over.
Julie Holt is joining us, and she comes up in the next show starting at 8 o'clock.
Came early to watch you guys do this.
Oh my! Really?
Yeah, I've been watching y'all since 6, and I was like, I'm getting up there. And Chris was like, "Are you not going to fix your hair better?" And I was like, "No, I got to go."
Because it looks disgusting.
Well, that's 2 down. We'll see what else we can come up with. We talked about the Doritos beef jerky that they're fixing to release.
Oh man!
I don't think that would be much of a stretch, though.
No, listen, I like some beef jerky, and I've had natural beef. My son used to make
this is Doritos
deer
though.
jerky.
Okay.
And there would be people lining up saying, "Hey, listen, as soon as you make some more, I want it."
I'm
and
okay
he
with
would
jerky.
He would sell it all out. But
have y'all seen that new Doritos dips that they've made? There's like a Cool Ranch jalapeno and a
What do you
nacho.
do with it?
Like
It's just
dip your chips or
so you can dip anything in it.
It's actually the nacho jalapeno is delicious.
Really?
Chris made some fries the other night for the kids, and we made
That's
like
a good
loaded
idea.
fries with the sauce.
Now we could do something like
So
that.
good.
Hey,
we
we'll
could
try
just come
that.
up.
I'll fix them for you. And
We'll
I'll
do
bring
it.
Well, I mean, here's the twist, though. We have to pick something to dip in it that would make it. That would make it
that
different.
might make it a little more challenging.
Yeah.
Whatever. What about those the Doritos jerky?
You can dip jerky and.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
I don't know that I want to dip jerky.
Okay, so if you're listening out there, send us a text about what we need to put in this dip that Julie's going to make us.
I'm not taking listener advice.
Well,
I'm not doing that.
They'll have you dipping like a pine cone.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You're getting way ahead of yourself
Just
here.
go get some pine cones from the trailer park.
7:45 is the time. I've got to brush my teeth or something. I need a Tic Tac.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I got some breath mint.
All under fair skies. It's pretty nice out there right now. It's going to warm up. High of 73 today. 30% chance of showers early afternoon. Chance of showers stretching into tonight as well before midnight. Mostly cloudy, low around 55. Showers tomorrow as well. Early afternoon could continue into late afternoon hours. Otherwise partly sunny with a high near 73. And chance of showers early afternoon on Saturday as well, but mostly sunny with a high Saturday of 81 degrees. That's warm. But it takes a turn in just 24 hours because Sunday we've got cloudy skies again, becoming sunny, but with a high of only 62. So a high Saturday of 81, a high Sunday of 62. You're going to feel that. You're going to notice that, no doubt about it. That's this weekend. Back to work Monday, sunny skies with a high near 68.
We'll take it.
That's your forecast.
Yep.
Not too bad. 7:46, 14 away from the top of the hour. Here at News Talk, 965.com. This is Daybreak 96.5 FM.
Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Tennessee. The Humboldt Club presents the 11th Annual Bird and Burger Fundraiser. Join us for an enjoyable evening with dinner, music, and conversation featuring guest speaker A.J. Merriweather. A.J. is a former Harlem Globetrotter and CEO of A.J. Merriweather Construction, LLC. The 11th Annual Bird and Burger Fundraiser is April 17th. The tour is at 5:30 and dinner at 6. Reserve your spot now. For more information, visit myboysgirls.club. Reserve your spot now. Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Tennessee. The Humboldt Club at 1503 Osborne Street in Humboldt. The 11th Annual Bird and Burger Fundraiser featuring guest speaker A.J. Merriweather. Presented by United Way of West Tennessee and Taco Bell. Along with News Talk 96.5 FM and NewsTalk965.com.
The Rocket is coming to Jackson April 13th, Meridian Baptist Church. Roger Clemens will be the guest at the 4th annual benefit to the Trey Lindsay Scholarship. Roger Clemens has an unprecedented 7 Cy Young Awards, 354 wins, and 4,672 strikeouts. Clemens' career spanned 24 years with the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and Astros. The 11-time All-Star, winning 2 World Series with the New York Yankees. Silent auction is huge with sports celebrity memorabilia along with hunts, duck calls, vacation packages, restaurant packages, and more. Follow posts on Facebook mentioning items leading up to the event. Call 731-217-7187, 731-217-7187 for table sponsor or ticket information. Brought to you by Work Care Resources and News Talk 96.5 FM and NewsTalkWTN.com.
Vintage doesn't always mean long-lasting. As your home systems age, your repair costs, utility bills, and breakdowns rise. During Hiller's Vintage Showdown, we're giving away a free new system to the owner of the oldest HVAC unit. Submit a picture of your old equipment online to see if you qualify as the winner. Everybody wins with trade-in credits plus 0% financing for up to 48 months with approved credit on select new HVAC systems. Enter to win now at happyhiller.com.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
I don't know what was in your cup of noodles, but you need to settle down.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You're bouncing off the walls. You just need to settle.
Something is in that cup of noodles, and it's not going to look... It looked better coming in than when it's going to be in...
I mean, your
exit.
volume and your pitch level have gone up exponentially since that first bite of those.
Thank you.
That was not just a fantasy. That was real.
Oh, Lord.
That we just did that. I think you ate more of yours than I did.
I'm a thumbs down on that.
Yeah, I don't want to do it again.
No. So there's going to be plenty of those left. Let me see what my smoking hot girlfriend said.
Yeah, what did she think about it?
She said nope. That's it. Simple.
Oh, boy. Well, get this. This kind of ties right into our consumption of the cup of noodles.
Oh, Lord.
But a Florida man has been arrested for allegedly breaking into a police station, showering, damaging the building, and dropping a deuce in the ladies' room floor.
What? He did what?
Joseph Moulton says that the reason he did it is because he had a little too much to drink, and he broke into the police station, took a shower, did some damage while he was inside, and dropped a deuce in the ladies' room floor.
Kind of like Otis on the Andy Griffith Show, just kind of letting himself into the jail.
I don't think Otis ever pulled anything like that.
Oh, my God.
Here's some people in town had something to say about it.
That's a pretty crazy story. It's like something out of a movie. Why would you go to a place where people get arrested?
Pretty ballsy guy to be able to walk into the police station, you know.
And I'm really supposed to believe this.
If I did that, I know I'd remember. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Lord.
Now, I don't know where that was in Florida. Why would it say Florida man but not tell you where in Florida?
Oh, no.
But, you know, I told you why stuff like that always shows up as in Florida.
Yes.
It's because of the way that they have to disseminate that information to the media. So it's happened again.
Man.
And there is another community. This is not in Florida, I don't think. This is in California. Hollister, California, which is just south of Sacramento, I believe, in Central California. They are looking to get a 30-year-old sculpture removed from the front of their county administrative building because it looks too phallic, they say. Settle down, man.
What?
You have got to
Looks
settle.
like what?
It's too phallic. There are 3 residents there, Cheryl, Elia, and Valerie, and they don't like the rock sculpture. Now, in defense of the artist, because it's a sculpture and there was an artist that created it, it's actually 3 huge rocks. You've got a base, and then you got a long upstanding rock, and then a rock that looks like the top of a mushroom on top.
God.
And
that's hilarious.
And they're not happy about it.
8-foot stone sculpture that just happens to look like a penis. I will not tolerate that message from my county government.
There are some women that feel they're offended to walk into this building with having this phallic symbol.
I feel that the board needs to be sensitive to public sentiment. I think that sentiment has been there a long time, ever since it was just put up there.
And ironically and quite comically, the vote to do something about it was 3-2. 3 women voted. Let's figure out what we can do with this. 2 men voted against it. So,
have you seen a picture of this thing?
No.
I mean, it doesn't look like what they say it looks like.
Oh, Lord.
It doesn't look like anything, to be perfectly
But it's
honest.
been there for 30 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're just now wanting to do something
So
about
the
it.
good folks of Hollister, California, which is just southeast of San Jose,
Okay.
have taken
Yeah, Central
30
California.
years to decide this.
Yeah. I think it just speaks to this woke culture that's going on now.
Man.
And they found this. Apparently they'd never noticed it before, but now that everybody's woke, they're like, you know that thing outside the county building downtown, you know, where we have to go and do this and do that? Have you ever taken a real hard look at that thing? And they were like, no, we haven't. We didn't even know there was anything there. It was like, well, I was down there today because I had to get my tags or whatever. And I noticed this thing. It's right outside the door. Drive down there and take a look at it and let me know what you think. And so that's how it all got started, because it's been there for 30 years.
30 years.
But aren't all kind of sculptures like that? Couldn't you describe like the Washington Monument as phallic? I think you could. You know? What about the pyramid in Memphis? Could you describe that as phallic?
Well, it goes to a point, though.
I know.
To a specific point.
I know exactly what it does.
It has a larger
But
base.
if you were I know.
Easy now. The
I know exactly.
Noodles are getting to you too now, bro.
I know exactly what it is, but if you were so inclined, if you were so woke, you might think that could be considered phallic. I'm going to have to stop saying phallic. There's some of the things going on.
As I'm taking a drink of my water, trying to wash down these cup noodles.
A poll for Distracted Driving Awareness Month. That's right. April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month. They found the top 5 things that distract us behind the wheel. And there's stuff happening outside your car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? An insurance company polled people to find the top driving distractions. And somehow phones do not rank first. They did make the list. But here are the top 5. Stuff happening outside your car. So everything from billboards to other drivers to rubbernecking when you see a wreck, you know. 39% said stuff outside their car causes the most distractions. Number 2 is passengers in your car. That got 18% of the vote.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
That includes talking to the person next to you in the car or dealing with your kids in the back seat of the car.
Yep.
Because, you know how it is. Every now and then you got to reach back there in the back seat and whack somebody.
Mama, he's touching me.
You got to take your hand off the steering wheel and look back and see if you're hitting the right kid. You don't want to make a mislick.
That's not me, Mama. He did it.
I know, right? It happens all the time. Number 3 is cell phones, which makes sense. Cell phones make number 3. The top reason that we reach for phones in our car is not for talking; it's GPS. Then it's the phone calls, and then to check texts. But the GPS is the number 1 reason phones make the list. Eating or drinking. I was wondering when that was going to come up because everybody eats in the car. You know, everybody hits that drive-through, and you got a lap full of French fries. You know, and a burger on this leg, tater tots on this leg, and a milkshake in between your legs.
Well, we can tell you, do not have the breakfast cup noodle, the limited edition breakfast cup noodles, because those are disgusting.
Even though that would fit nicely in your cup holder.
It would, but eventually it would wind up all over you as you regurgitated.
I will say this about the cup of noodles, this particular kind and brand. You do not want that spilling in the car.
Oh, God. Can you imagine that?
You don't want to hit a speed bump, and that goes everywhere.
Can you imagine that sitting in your car in the middle of August for about a week?
Oof.
God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I'm going to get sick.
Oof. And unfortunately, the 5th reason and the last reason for distractions in your car is the radio. That got 6% of the vote.
Unless you're listening to News Talk 96.5.
Oh, yeah, that won't be distracting at all. It's either because you're rocking out too hard to music or changing stations, it says. So the easiest thing to do is just lock us in and don't touch the dial.
There you go.
Just lock it in.
Bam.
Then you'll be safe. That's our contribution to your safety.
Right,
just
right
leave
here
it
on
on 96.5. You'll be fine.
Right, especially on Daybreak. I mean, where else can you get this kind of entertainment telling you what not to eat? We've had 2 straight strikeouts with some disgusting stuff. First was a Hidden Valley Ranch that you forced upon the First Lady of Tennessee Tech University.
I most certainly did not. She volunteered out of zero pressure.
You stuck it right in her face.
After she asked for it.
She did. She did. To your credit, she said, I'll try it.
She said, I want to try it.
And then she said, I'm ready to leave.
Said, I want to try it. Her words. I want to try it. I was like, okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
But the cup
And I'm
noodles,
glad she did.
And she said, I don't think I want any more of that. And the cup noodles, the breakfast version, maple syrup, pancakes, sausage, and eggs. Yeah, that's a thumbs down from me. It's I'm not doing that
All right.
again.
So we've got.
You know what it smells like?
It
smells
yes,
like
I do.
Curry. It has a curry.
That's
smell
the
to it.
sweet. That's the syrup.
Well,
that's the sweetness part, and it's all in there together. And it's really busy. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
A little bit busy for me.
You know, we could modify it though, and like put some Fruit Loops in there, maybe some Apple Jacks, Lucky Charms.
Oh,
that has marshmallows.
Some Peeps in there.
We'll see you tomorrow. Be Friday tomorrow.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. A widely used abortion drug gets a temporary reprieve from a federal appeals court after a judge in Texas had blocked access to the pill.
The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans ruled late Wednesday that women could still access the abortion drug mifepristone, but it could only be given up to 7 weeks of pregnancy, and it could no longer be dispensed by mail.
Correspondent Donna Warder says the case may now be headed for the U.S. Supreme Court. The latest on the leak of a trove of sensitive U.S. military documents, the Washington Post reports the suspected leaker worked at a military base and had shared the materials in an online chat room. The newspaper interviewed an individual said to be a friend of the leaker. Senator Lindsey Graham cheering fellow South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott's decision to explore a possible presidential run.
Senator Graham says of his fellow GOP senator, "My friend and colleague Tim Scott has one of the most compelling stories in American politics." During a time of heated racial tensions, Senator Scott, the only black GOP senator, has sought to bridge the gap on race using his own story as proof of the merit of conservative solutions. In a video announcing his exploratory committee, Scott says, quote, "I know America is a land of
airport and the suspension of high-speed commuter rail service across the Broward County region. People are being urged to stay off the roads, many of which are flooded and are closed." On Wall Street this morning, stock futures in positive territory. Right now, the Dow futures are up 5 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 26. The S&P futures 3 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. Relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
My name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. You can protect your hard-earned retirement assets with a tax-free loophole that allows you to convert your retirement into physical gold and silver. Advantage Gold is the nation's highest-rated gold company. They have the best process, pricing, and service. If you want to get your free gold and silver investment kit, please contact Advantage Gold right now. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Commercials.
Accusing them of spying, Norway is expelling 15 Russian diplomats.
They used the normal euphemism of international relations. Norway's government said 15 Russian diplomats had engaged in activities not compatible with their status. Translated into regular English, they're accused of spying. And this marks just the latest step in a wider Norwegian crackdown on Russian espionage. Last October, a university researcher was arrested in the northern city of Tromsø. He'd identified himself as a Brazilian academic, but was accused of being a Russian intelligence officer. The same month, 7 Russians were arrested for flying drones near areas considered militarily sensitive.
The BBC's Paul Moss. The Ukrainian foreign minister says his country will not budge from its demand that Russia withdraw its forces from Crimea, as well as from other parts of Ukraine that Moscow illegally annexed more recently. News and analysis at townhall.com. Imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny is reportedly in failing health because of a new suspected poisoning.
A spokeswoman says the 46-year-old Navalny fell ill last Friday when he was let out of the punishment cell and put in a conventional cell. He had lost about 18 pounds in 15 days. On Monday, Navalny wrote on Twitter he was put back in a punishment cell for another 15-day term. An ambulance reportedly was called early Saturday because of acute stomach pains, but Navalny received no diagnosis. A spokeswoman says it's believed Navalny is receiving low doses of poison in pills without identification. Navalny nearly died in a poisoning with a nerve agent in 2020 that he blames on the Kremlin. Keith Peters reporting.
Democrat Senator Dianne Feinstein of California is asking to be temporarily replaced on the Judiciary Committee while she recovers from a case of shingles. More on these stories, townhall.com.
If you're in business,
You know just how important each call is. You don't have time for phone or internet downtime. Your business needs a reliable communications partner 24/7. You need Lifeline Voice and Data. Lifeline Voice and Data provides telephone service to emergency service facilities all over West Tennessee and beyond. For your business, we don't just provide a phone line. We provide a lifeline. Lifeline Voice and Data.
96.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Where fashion sits, putting on the ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas.
Good Thursday morning. It is 8:06 and the high today is going to be 74, but we are only at 51, so it's going to keep climbing, and I am ready for it to get warm. I don't know about you, but I am ready for summer. I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm still recovering from trying some of those nasty cups of noodles that G-Unit brought in for him and Greg to try on the air today, and it was disgusting. Disgusting. There's a lot going on, and we're going to get into it. I'm only going to be here for just a little bit today, and I've got to bounce out. Dan Reeves is coming in, and he's going to continue the show for me. So I'm only with y'all for probably about 30 minutes today before I have to go to a board meeting. Can you imagine anybody trusting and electing me to be on their board? But they did. I did find this morning in my reading that they are saying that there are confirmed U.S. troops on the ground now in Ukraine. I don't know about you, but that makes me a little nervous. This came in and said the U.S. has confirmed there is a small U.S. military presence deployed in Ukraine after leaked documents indicated several Western countries had special forces units on the ground amid Russia's invasion. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby told Fox News on Wednesday, U.S. troops are in Ukraine but are not fighting on the battlefield. I won't talk to the specifics of numbers and that kind of thing, he said. There is a small U.S. military presence at the embassy in conjunction with the Defense Attache's office to help us work out our accountability of the material that is going in and out of Ukraine. So they're attached to that embassy, he added. It's kind of one of those things where it kind of makes you a little nervous to think that now we're sending troops somewhere else in another war. I don't like it. How is y'all's Thursday morning going? I would love to hear from you. You can call in on the CWA phone line, 731-265-6496, or text us on our advanced rehab text line, 731-800-8398. As you know, yesterday, Justin Pearson was reinstated. The vote went through, but that didn't stop people from having an opinion. Megyn Kelly attacks Tennessee 3-member Justin Pearson, calls ousted representative a faker. Political pundit Megyn Kelly attacked the Tennessee 3-member Justin Pearson, accusing him of being a faker. Pearson, 29, along with the fellow state representatives Justin Jones, 27, and Gloria Johnson, 60, was condemned by their Republican colleagues after they protested in solidarity with constituents who demanded legislative change in the wake of the Covenant School shooting. We've got our first caller of the morning. Thank you for calling. This is Julie. How are you?
Hey, Julie. This is Jared. I was listening to you mention you said the U.S. troops on the ground in Ukraine, our special forces.
Yes, sir.
I think you're about 9 years too late on that.
Yeah.
We've had NATO and Special Forces, Delta Force troops in Kiev training battalions of Ukrainian army soldiers from 2014 to the present. So that's like old news to me. I don't know about anybody else. But that kind of also, again, shows why Putin eventually invaded Ukraine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you literally poke the bear like that, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And we don't mind using Ukraine as cannon fodder to do it either. You know, but exactly. And see, the politicians even come out and say it. Well, we have to fight them over there so we don't have to fight them over here. See, they're happy to just destroy that country like they did Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Because it don't affect them sitting in their posh D.C. neighborhood, you know?
Yeah. Now, it's funny that there's so many things that they say we can't do, but then they do it, and they just go retreat into their little safe haven of such. And it's just kind of like the hypocrisy is there, but people refuse to believe it.
The evil, vile reptilians of this world, let me tell you. But yeah, that's old news. NATO's been in Ukraine, okay? So, as far as I'm concerned, Ukraine's a NATO nation. They've said everything but that.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with you on that. I think.
So, and the next thing you got to pay attention to is the NATO military exercise that's coming up this summer. Largest Air Force NATO military exercise ever. They have to call it an exercise because if they didn't, it'd just be war. And they're gearing up for China and Russia, unfortunately.
So you think that they're just calling it exercise just to kind of put a fancy word on war?
Yeah, because the other countries know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? China does the same thing. Russia does the same thing. Just to mobilize. That's what you do when you want to really mobilize, like the Air Force or the Navy. Oh, we're doing the exercise in the South China Sea. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're all stupid, right?
Yeah. So this coming out has been in response to those documents that were leaked. What do you think? You seem very knowledgeable. What do you think that leak was about? Do you think it was like a one person doing it? I mean, what are you trying to get it out to the American people who, like me, didn't realize we've been there?
Well, when stuff like that comes out, the first question you got to ask yourself, who benefits from this?
The government.
So it just seems like to me that they're saying that, yeah, Ukraine's getting dominated in the war. So basically, NATO has to step in to save the day. We caused the problem, now we got to save the day. You cause the problem, try to solve the problem, right?
Right.
So that's the message, I think. And I'm starting to hear stuff in the media. Oh, the Ukraine, they're running out of ammo. All that's propaganda to push people to accept that NATO is going to have to get involved. We're going to be in a hot, direct war with two nuclear superpowers, and it could all go up in smoke at any time. One little mistake here, we're all dead. Nuclear Armageddon. Imagine waking up, getting ready to go to school, and everybody's phones goes off saying, nuclear attack. How you going to feel that morning?
Ugh, I can't even
You get your kids dressed for school.
Yeah.
Nuclear attack. Oh, the rich people, they got their bunkers. But you're done.
Yeah. I mean, if it happened, my family, we have nowhere to go. We're just going to have to take it. And
99.9% of the planet ain't got nowhere to go.
Right.
There you go.
Do you think that there is any end in sight, or do you think this is just going to play out till they've completely obliterated one another?
I don't know. I just think right now we're playing with fire. Literal fire. We're going to light the world on fire. I think, in my opinion, people think I'm crazy. I think it's all going to end in nuclear Armageddon. And I don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen, but that's my theory.
How old are you?
40.
Okay, so we're close in age. Do you remember back in the days of E-Bombs World?
Oh, yeah, vaguely. I do know the website you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, so there was a video that somebody had made back in the day of like Windows 97 with the Paint app. And it was called End of the World. And it starts out with Russia throwing nukes. And then all of a sudden it's like everybody's throwing nukes, and it goes to China, and it shows France, and then it shows, the U.S. And they're like, we have, 100 million more nukes than everybody else. Like it was satire, but the end of the video is that we're going to have nuclear winter and that we're all going to be dead. And it's almost like, what did you know? It's kind of like The Simpsons. Throughout those episodes, things would happen that have later come true, and it makes you wonder, like, has this been a plan all along?
Well, that's mutually assured destruction. When one goes up, they all go up, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's going to be dead. I mean, I think last I checked, Russia has like 7,000 nuclear warheads. We got like 6,000. I think China, I don't know, they're like 4,000 or 5,000, but they're building up. Everybody's building up.
Yeah.
And when you see build up like this, I mean, it's not good. And I pray that the kids that are in like middle school now or freshmen in high school don't have to go off and die in a world war for nothing.
Absolutely, for greed.
Yeah, the bloodsuckers of the poor sending your kids out to die in a battlefield to make them even richer than what they already are. Just think about it. Don't fall for we're fighting for democracy. We're fighting for freedom. Yeah. How many times do you have to hear that line?
I think
still get tricked.
Yeah, that's
still get tricked.
That's their
Don't
tagline.
be stupid.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. Don't fall for it. So I would just say, if it came to that, like a world war conflict, boycott the military. Everybody.
Now,
boycott it.
Have you served?
I know it don't sound fun, but do you want your kids to die?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, I've had girls mostly, and then now I have a little boy, and he's 2, and like the thought.
Oh, they'll shoot the girls off too.
Ugh.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah, but we pushed it there. It's going to be funny to see how these strong-willed feminists that have surpassed the equality line and tried to move towards superiority, how they'll respond if there is a draft and everybody does go.
Time to boot up and suit up, man.
Yeah. What I wonder now, this is kind of, but I wonder if they will, people who consider themselves non-binary or cat, if they'll still get drafted off.
Oh, sure. Oh, shit. Everybody's equal opportunity. Boots on the ground. I mean, you talking about a world war? You talking about cranking up a draft again?
Yeah.
Possibly. And the thought of moving 200,000, 300,000 boots on the ground to another nation, the amount of money that can be made there, the amount of ammunition, to everything. Like, war is business. Business is good.
And I tell people all the time, war makes money, and they're like, that doesn't even make sense. And I'm like, it may not make sense, but like the amount of money that is moved around during wars with production and all that, it's there, and they do it all day long. It's not about you and me.
But honestly, though, the public, we're kind of complicit in all of it because we just sit back and watch, and we got no guts to stand up and be like, nay.
Yeah.
9. You're not doing it.
Yeah.
We're not going to work. We're not buying anything. We're not going anywhere until you do X, Y, Z.
I mean, we are...
Americans don't have the guts.
No, and we are very much comfortable, and we like comfortable, and we like to stay complicit and content, and we don't like to really shake up our lives. And so nothing changes.
Well, and there is a reason for that. It's not that we are somewhat gutless, but the government, there's a chilling effect. When you get out and protest, like a lot of people did in 2020, and you got your brains beat in for doing so, there's a chilling effect. When you're mad at your government and you storm the Capitol because you're upset because they just completely ruined this country, they come after you, arrest you, put you behind bars. There's a chilling effect.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We've seen it. Now that Tucker Carlson has put out a lot of that footage of January 6th, it looks a lot different than what we were told. And you've got people who were nosy, I guess is the best way to say it, peaceful, and just walking through there, and they're locked up for however long now.
There's a chilling effect that says, "Hey, don't question authority. We got it. Be a good little plea. Go to work, keep your head down, and shut up."
Yeah, you're right.
And listen to what we tell you on the magical talking box you got. Listen to every word we say, because it's true, and you don't need to question it. We got fact checkers for that too.
Yeah. Do you? I don't believe half of the fact check. Well, let me rephrase that. After all that happened with Twitter, where it all came out, how many opinions and news sources and stuff that they were basically hiding and censoring, it's like, what can you trust on the World Wide Web?
Pretty much nothing. You gotta dig for truth nowadays.
Yeah.
Whereas, I don't know, you could go to the library and probably get some modicum amount of truth out of some of those books. But yeah, it's hard to find the truth nowadays. So I will tell people this: if you're watching mainstream media, don't listen to anything they say when it comes to Ukraine, China, Russia, any of that stuff. That's all State Department propaganda. And if you don't believe it, oh my God, your brain has to be so smooth. Like, if you're eating up that we're in Ukraine fight for democracy, oh my God, your brain is as smooth as the smoothest glass ever.
Yeah, I don't think we're there for democracy. I don't know exactly what our real reason for being there is, because obviously they're not going to tell us, but it's definitely a self-serving reason.
Well, I will say this. It's a myriad of factors around Ukraine. U.S. wanting to weaken Russia, number one. Number two, there's a lot of natural gas that was found around the Crimea, offshore. And it's pipeline, natural gas stuff, right? Resources, economics. There's a myriad. And the West and the East are fighting over it, right? That's it. And they'll use poor Americans to ship them over there and die for us. They'll do it.
Yeah.
Every single time. They won't blink. Because they're sitting in ivory towers. You're just a piece on the chessboard.
Well, you're a number to them. There is no soul. There is no family. There is nothing. You're just a number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a tool to get them more money.
Yep.
Suckers of the poor.
I agree with you.
Anyway, I could rant on this all day, but I just tell people, don't listen to anything mainstream media's telling you. It's all lies, State Department propaganda, especially when it comes to foreign policy. Do not listen to it. Just shut it off.
Well, I really appreciate you calling in, and I enjoyed listening to you. Please call in anytime. I love to talk to other people and hear their opinions of what's going on and get some better sources out to people.
Oh, sure. You got to really dig for truth. That's up to you. Anyway, y'all have a good one.
You too. Thank you for calling, Jared. Yeah, I mean, it's alarming. I don't know why. I know what they say as to why we're there, but I definitely don't know what the real reason is. I don't know why America has always played Big Brother, when in reality, I think it comes down to greed and money. Everybody's got a different opinion, and the news is so bipartisan now. If you look on one network, it is, one storyline. If you look on another, it's another storyline. And somewhere in the middle probably is some truth, but I doubt that we are getting 100% of the truth all the time. I just feel like we're kind of living in a movie. If you want to, call in CWA phone line 731-265-6496 or text us on the Advanced Rehab text line 731-800-8398 and get into the conversation with us. I'm only going to be here for just a few more minutes and then Dan's going to take in, but I might be back this afternoon with the 10 and 1 show with my original partner, Chuck Walker. We kind of having a little miss each other because we were rolling. We were having a good time. And then this opportunity opened up and he was like, Julie, you got this. Go do it. So I'm doing it, but I'm missing my friend and I'm going to go back with him today. We're going to take a quick break. I see Dan pulling in. So we're going to make the, adjustments. And that way y'all don't have to listen to us scuffle around on air. But we'll be right back after the break, and we'll have a lot more to talk about. Don't forget that early voting has started. You can go vote today between 9 and 4 at Parkway, right across from the Jackson-Madison County School Central Office. We'll be right back.
Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me Bad Company. I can't deny. Bad Company, till the day I die. Until the day I
Are you looking to move up in your career, change career paths, or maybe even thinking about finishing that degree you started? Jackson State Community College is here to help you greenlight your career. If you're 23 and older, you may qualify to go to college tuition-free through Tennessee Reconnect. Yes, you heard that right, tuition-free at Jackson State. Whether you're earning your degree for the first time to advance your career or finishing a degree you already started, Jackson State Community College is here to greenlight your career. It's time to take the next step in earning your degree. Learn how at jscc.edu/reconnect.
Vintage doesn't always mean long-lasting. As your home systems age, your repair costs, utility bills, and breakdowns rise. During Hiller's Vintage Showdown, we're giving away a free new system to the owner of the oldest HVAC unit. Submit a picture of your old equipment online to see if you qualify as the winner. Everybody wins with trade-in credits plus 0% financing for up to 48 months with approved credit on select new HVAC systems. Enter to win now at happyhiller.com.
Call the Happy Face truck today.
And number 45 steps on the plate. So far, he's batting 1,000. The pitcher delivers. But wait, that's not the ball. It's the taxes. 45 Automart takes a swing, and they're gone.
At 45 Automart, we're making your taxes go dark with Grand Slam savings out of the park. That's right. For a short time, we're going to whack your tax up to $1,500 on anything you choose, so there's no way to lose at 45 Automart. Go to 45automart.com. Check out our bullpen that's stacked with more clean Carfax Southern rides than you can shake a bat at.
Mustangs, Silverados, Wranglers, Altimas, F-150s, Camrys, Tacomas,